We like to romanticize love and the idea that there's this one person that fits us perfectly, a soulmate. And obviously, like many other things, traditional media and Hollywood is to blame for this romanticization. Even though it might be obvious to you that relationships and love isn't perfect, what this romanticization has done is that it subconsciously makes people want to search for that perfection. See, we fixate on finding that someone, that right person, instead of being that right person. We want to believe that there's this one person that fits us like a puzzle piece, with all our imperfections, and that this person makes up for all our weaknesses and strengths, and they're compatible with you in every way and you become one. Like if you type in soulmates on YouTube or something, you'll have some nonsense like 10 signs you found your soulmate or how to know if she or he is the soulmate. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here because a lot of this has to do with destiny and fate and whether or not you believe, but here's the thing. I don't think destiny and fate has much to do with your belief, and let me explain. The chances of you being here right now in this moment, whether you're on your computer, lying down on your phone, etc., you in your entire existence and being with the friends you have, the family you have where you're currently living, this scenario and this life situation you're currently in is less than 1 in a billion. This is the perspective you dive into when talking about soulmates. For example, think of your closest friends, right? The chances of you being friends with them is actually really small because there's an unlimited amount of circumstances and chain of events that had to take place for you guys to be in the same place at the same time, as well as personalities that have been cultivated by a million factors for you to gel. So what really is a soulmate? Because it's definitely not being perfectly compatible with someone, because no two people are. So is it the person you marry and spend the rest of your life with? Well, there's holes in that too, because there are people that marry each other and end up hating each other, but they end up staying together out of convenience or whatever other reason. Or not even that they hate each other, it's just that they don't connect as people, and I know a lot of this mostly is from Eastern cultures, because they had things such as arranged marriages, etc. Here's the reality, and I think this is what it is. There's 7 to 8 billion people in the world, right? Exponentially increasing by the day. If you're currently in a relationship or if you're married, in your eyes, from your perspective, you probably think you found the one. Hence, that's why you've been with them for such a long time. But when you think about the amount of people there is it possible that there's someone more compatible? I mean, maybe, probably. But then again, we don't actually know that. That's just conjecture based off the number 7 to 8 billion. So in your mind, you think there must be. It very well could be the fact that you found the most compatible person on earth. Here's where destiny and fate come into the conversation. And after hearing what I have to say, you can decide whether you want to sum that up to probability or a higher power. Let's say 2 people meet in a coffee shop on a random Sunday morning. And let's just say that one of the 2 is traveling for a few weeks and just happens to be stopping by in that area and decides to go to that specific coffee shop that day. To make a long story short, let's just say the guy ends up seeing this girl, he's attracted to her, ends up going up to her, striking up a conversation. They connect, resonate, end up falling in love, getting married, etc. And the rest is history. This scenario or situation probably happens millions of times. I'm sure many people have similar stories. As a matter of fact, every single story is probably no different. Because think about it like this. The slightest factor could have prevented that story from ever happening. Let's say if the guy or girl woke up a few minutes later, they could have never met. If they took the wrong route to the coffee shop, or if the guy wasn't in a place in his life where he was confident enough, or even if he forgot his keys or something, or maybe she was on the phone and he decided not to approach her. Who knows, it could be anything. But the point is, the slightest difference could have prevented that from ever happening. It took a very specific chain of events and scenarios to happen for those people to meet and connect. And these chain of events can go back to even before either person was born. So my point is, when you take that story into account and the probability of those 2 being together, I could say is well less than 1 in a billion. And yet, these stories happen millions of times. Like I said, our existence alone right now in this moment with our life circumstance, whatever it may be, is less than 1 in a billion. The slightest thing could have prevented, let's say, our parents from ever meeting, and you wouldn't even be here watching this video. And who knows what that could have changed. You see, every action has a reaction, and in that sense, quite literally, everything does happen for a reason. So if you do find that someone who you connect with and resonate with, and you make it to the end while always loving that person, a soulmate, right? Although that person could have easily been someone else, it happened. So you don't find a soulmate, rather someone becomes your soulmate. And I think that's enough, because when you think about the chances of that happening, like I said, the slightest change in anything could have prevented that. You can gamble with those odds and you wouldn't have a prayer in winning, not even once. But it happened, so I think that's enough. Everything quite literally happened for a reason. So in that sense, I would say that yeah, soulmates do exist, just not in the way we thought. Anyways, that's my thoughts on that. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, or sub. And with that said, make sure you guys stay true. Talk to you guys real soon. Peace.